January 2016, and I'm on the very east coast of New Zealand, and I'm going to watch the sunrise, the first sunrise that occurs all around the world, and try and take a photo of it. And the sky is already looking fantastic. I'm a little bit tired after a few celebrations last night, but I think it's going to be well worth it. So what I've seen here is this nice scene. The sun's coming up over here to the east. It's directly east. You can see now where the glow is. But I've just seen this scene quickly beforehand with the island to the left. The end of the cape down there on the right. This young man down here, don't know what he's doing, waiting for the sunrise too, and this line of rocks heading out. It's quite a nice composition if you see it in the back of the camera here. But I'm going to hustle to point quickly down this way to get a nice photo of the sunrise. Do in these sunrise situations, it's quite complicated because there's so much dynamic range. You see all of the highlights up the top here are blown out in the sky, but in the foreground here it's quite dark and a little bit underexposed, so I always bracket the exposures, take 2 stops plus or minus, and then I've got my focus set. Do it again. And then 2-second delays to let the shaking die down. Let it take the exposure. It compiles a little preview image, and we can see it's a little bit dark, but what we can do is pull that up in the post-processing. But see, we have a nice healthy histogram, which is good. Perfect. That's how you capture sunrise shots. Other guys coming down to join me down here, and it's looking fantastic, but it looks like the sunrise is coming up over here behind Bear Island. You can see the light on the clouds just behind it. It's looking really beautiful now. So I'm just going to keep working this little scene and seeing what I can find. First sunrise 2016 anywhere in the world. It's New Zealand, Wimarama Beach. You can't get much further east than this, and that's it. Look at it, spectacular. So I've taken around, I've moved around, I've had the long lens on, I've got the short lens on, 16 to 35, and I've got a 10 stop ND filter on the front there, and what that does is just drops the light coming into the camera by 10 stops, and that means that you can get longer exposures of about 10 seconds up close to the water, which when I take photos of water I always like to alternate between fast shutter speeds and super slow shutter speeds, because it makes a big difference in what you see. So I'm going to keep working around here until the sun gets up a little bit higher, then I'm going to go home and have some breakfast. So now I've been shooting into the sun for a long period of time. I'm going to switch around and take advantage of the awesome light and start shooting back away from the sun. You can see the difference it makes here. All the different shades that it's brought up on this reef here. It's a beautiful way to start the day. Highly recommend it. Get up and do a few sunrises in your life. Always a nervous moment when you see the ocean coming rushing in towards your camera. That's why I keep saying it, always face the ocean. Never take your eye off it. That's case in point. It was very close. So I've just finished up taking shots down on the beach. I've been doing some nice long exposures, about 30 seconds or so, with the clouds moving past. They're starting to look good. So I'll sign off here and just say thanks for watching, and if you like the video please hit like, and if you want to see more like this then hit subscribe down below. The takeaway just from this is that if you're shooting sunrise photos, just to make sure that you shoot bracketed, so always shoot 2 stops under, 0 and 2 stops over, to make sure that you capture that range. You might not use all 3 of them to composite into an HDR, but at least you have the option and you have a great range of dynamic range that you've shot. So always remember that, bracket your sunrises and probably your sunsets as well. Yeah, definitely your sunsets. So thanks for watching again. Like, subscribe, and I will keep making videos for you. Bye for now.